Buzzard. WMMS.
Got another $1,000 for you about 7 or 8 minutes from now, 2:30. Listen for that next keyword. Still plenty of them coming over the next few weeks. Just about once every hour, every weekday. So next one here at 2:30. Listen for that. 35192. Want to send a text? AlanCoxShow.com. You can watch there if you like. Who is assisting today? Hinkle Mamansum. Hinkle, there's an apostrophe in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what threw me off. Hinkle Mamansum. Thank you so much.
It's a pretty common way to spell Mamansum.
It's a common way to spell Mamansum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for that. Also, CLE Clothing Company, as today is the first day of February. There's a brand new code for you that'll get you 20% off whatever you get there. And we got a pretty sweet MMS Buzzard St. Patty's Day shirt coming.
Nice.
Very, very cool. So look for that soon. I mentioned yesterday, I've been lamenting the fact that they don't let me pick the promo code words anymore. And for February, I suggested throb for Valentine's Day. And they kind of took me up on it. So your word for February is heartthrob. Use
So
that
All one word?
for... yeah, sure. Is heartthrob 2 words, 1 word?
I don't know. Well, I mean, that's...
You'd put it in, right?
Yeah.
You put it
all
in.
in.
Anyway, CLEclothingco.com is how you want to do it online, although if you go into one of their stores and like to do your shopping physically, just go heartthrob. And, I don't know if they... I don't know if they have a little index card there at the thing that gets them hip to what the word is for the month. I don't know how they disseminate that information.
Can you just name a heartthrob? Like, can you go up to them and be like, Dawson's Creek? Or whatever that guy's name is.
His name wasn't Dawson Creek?
What was his name?
I don't
James
know.
Vanderbeek.
Oh,
Beak from the creek?
James Vanderbeek.
Joshua Jackson?
Could you do that? He's a heartthrob.
You
I mean,
cannot.
does it have to be a current heartthrob?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I feel like the word heartthrob was in like the 90s and 2000s.
Well,
Was
that's
when it was
you
really
learned
big.
it. I feel like you can still...
Heartthrob's been around. James Dean was a heartthrob back in the 50s.
That's what so could you say James Dean?
Could you say, because heartthrobs take many forms, could you whisper Bill Squire's name to the girl behind the counter and be relatively certain that she's going to know what you're talking about?
He's a fart throb.
It's called versatility. I reserved that room over there.
You know what?
to
He's...
fart it. Like right before the show started, I was like, oh, I got to fart. I haven't used this screen yet, so I'm going to reserve the room real quick, fart, and then that way nobody's going to go in there because it's reserved till 2 o'clock.
Oh.
Which room was this? The one right next to
The
us?
one right next to us.
Yeah, we have these little touchpads now at our conference room doors, and you tap on it, and they see to reserve that room, and then you get it as a red light or green light or whatever. So you had to fart rather than walking right out to the lobby and doing it or going out in the street.
Yeah,
You were like, I'm going to incorporate the latest technology in my farting.
that makes sense.
And is there a minimum increment of time that you have to
I mean, I think of
reserve these for?
it just had that block until 2 o'clock open, so I just reserved it for that. I figured that over those next 10 minutes it would dissipate, so if anybody went in there after that, they wouldn't get farts.
Do you have it on pretty good authority? Because I imagine that you've been living with your farts as long as you've been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any kind of sense of how long it would take to dissipate? Are you confident in 10 minutes?
Yes, I'm confident in a 10-minute fart half-life.
It's like cesium in there. They're in there with a, well, not a metal detector, but, some kind of gaseous detector.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. I will, unfortunately, never go into that room again now.
Oh, come on.
They still have the fake Christmas tree up there.
That
The red one?
There's
Yeah.
a red Christmas
Sheds.
tree.
One that's very classy,
Still.
not tacky at all.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how they missed that in the taking down of all of the holiday ornamentation, but they miss. Frankly, I'm getting more used to it. I'm like, hey, this is a year-round.
I mean, now it's a
gaudy
Valentine
yeah.
tree. Like, it's fine.
This is a year-round tree. Hey, Woody.
Alan.
Hey.
How's your day, brother?
Good. So far, so good.
Hey, can I use the promo code cardiac fibrillation for instead of heartthrob? Does that work at all?
Oh, Woody. What am I going to do with Woody?
Hey, Bill. Hey, Mary. How's everybody doing?
Yep, good. Good.
Yeah, I was just telling Poundcake, me and my girl have been dodging COVID since the inception of it. And we finally caught it last week, and it was just absolute torture.
Oh, good for you.
You've been out there working with a bunch of dudes. You're a roofer, and you didn't get COVID until now?
Yeah, I'm very, I'm a firm believer of washing hands and keep my distance away from sketchy people.
Yeah, sure.
But
if there's one thing you got to know about Woody, it's that he gives sketchy people a wide berth.
Yeah, but have you contracted it? I know Cody had it, right? But I don't think you got it, right?
No, I did. I had it. We all had it last Christmas. I had 0 symptoms. But it torpedoed our 2021 Christmas.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I can't remember how bad it was for you guys, but it wasn't the headache or the fever so much, but these rolling waves of body aches.
Yeah, I think Mary had symptoms.
Dude, this is the third time I've had it.
Yeah, I haven't felt anything.
The worst part for me is body chills. Like when I get the chills with it, my whole body is shaking and like my teeth are chattering. And that's usually only like one day, but that's definitely been the worst. It's a bad. Thursday was horrible for me.
I can identify when I have COVID now because both times I had it.
How frequently are you getting it?
I only got it twice. Oh. Because that was when I was still on the show, but I was remote from home.
Sure.
And both times, I had cold-like symptoms, but the only difference was my nostrils were burning. Like
hot sauce?
Cholula.
It just smelled like, I don't know, like my nostril. It felt like my nostril hairs were burning, and that was the symptom both times. I was like, okay, I remember this from last time I have COVID. If I have a cold, like I think I probably do now, I don't have COVID.
So if I get a text from you in the near future and you say, "Hey, burning nostrils," I'll know that's shorthand for you've got the Rona again.
Yeah.
Woody, Woody, are you out of it now, or are you kind of on the? You're on the mend.
Yeah. It was a week ago. It was a week ago Monday. We went to a restaurant where, and I should have known better, We decided to go to a restaurant where everyone touches the same ladle to get their food. That type of restaurant.
I was going to say, where are you going where there's a communal ladle?
Buffet.
Group soup. Group soup like on
the Group Soup
Great
Cafe.
North.
Oh, it's one of Woody's favorite haunts. They've got a table for him. They say, right this way, Mr. Woodrow. And, boy, he gets that group soup, and yummy. It's turkey sausage lasagna tonight, sir. Oh, what? No Manhattan clam chowder? Was the soup good at least?
Yeah, the food was great, and we stuffed our bellies. But 30 hours later, I was like, something's not right.
Oh my God!
Something's not right either, and away off we went.
And you're convinced that it wasn't food poisoning.
No, I've had food poisoning. She tested for her work. She had a test for her work, and so. We went and got the test, and it was positive. It was 0 fun. Huh. Even even with the vaccine and the boost, you end up with it anyway. So who's to say what's going on?
Right.
Well, they never said you couldn't get it.
Well, they initially did. Which they shouldn't have said.
Promised to me.
That's right.
That's my America.
America. That's what they. All right, but you're alive and you live to tell the tale, Woody, and we're all the better for it.
Yeah, and I just want to just wash your hands and don't touch other people's ladles, man.
Yeah, keep your hands off my ladle. And okay, thank you, Woody. Congratulations. There's Woody who finally got COVID.
Can I unnecessarily defend myself?
Against what?
Getting COVID 3 times.
Well, you travel all the time.
That was what I was saying. I got it the OG time when everybody got it. And then I've had it the last few times I went to 2 of the biggest cities in the world. Like, I went to New York and got it. I went to LA and got it. Because people are all, how about time to go get it? And be mad at me.
Listen, people are still getting it. They're removing all like the federal regulations or whatever. May 11th, if you haven't seen the headlines, they're removing all those because COVID's not over. There are still like new variants and things, but it's not January of 2021 anymore.
Right.
I mean, the majority of the population's been vaccinated. A
had it.
Yeah, a lot of them boosted. Yeah, I mean, I think the current COVID statistics are 500 people a day are still dying from COVID. Which, if you think about the peak, now that should, if we hadn't gone through a pandemic, that's a number that would freak people out.
Oh, yeah.
But plenty of people seem to be totally fine with tens of thousands of people dying every day. And now it's down to a manageable 500 a day.
Woo, look at us.
So listen, it's a brave new world. And when the next pandemic comes through, whoa, boy, we'll just be so prepared. I've got to give you some money here. It is $1,000. It's a chance for you to go fund yourself. Listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword GRAND at WMMS.com. That's GRAND. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Caleb in Kent, hello.
Alan, hate the show, buddy.
How are you?
Good, man. I wanted to jump in and co-sign for Woody. I had COVID pretty early on. I was like November of 20. Before
What the hell's going on?
Body aches and poops for a week straight. And the body aches were so bad my hair hurt. Every part of my body was horribly in pain for a week straight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have that story. My poor wife, she really got knocked around. She got knocked around by COVID, and then she got knocked around when she got vaccinated, and then I didn't feel a friggin' thing. When we all got COVID Christmas of 21, the little one and I were running around like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, but yeah, Gwen had a hard time with it. I didn't feel anything. But that's me in general. I don't feel anything.
Yeah, the guys I work with would get COVID, be like, yeah, I'm home for 2 weeks. I've been running and drinking and partying. I'm like, I'm literally trying not to die or crap.
Running and drinking and partying. That's the kind of COVID you want. The running and drinking and partying kind, Caleb.
Yeah, not the poop your pants kind.
No.
Poop your pants.
Poop your pants. All right, thank you, pal.
Yeah.
All right.
Love you.
I have hot snakes, you guys.
What's hot snakes?
It's when the diarrhea comes out like a hot snake.
Andy!
I get hot snakes and bubble gut.
Andy, stop talking about hot snakes.
See, they dropped some information on the R-Pat's Batman sequel.
Oh, yeah, they did a whole DC reveal yesterday with James Gunn talking about their plans moving forward.
Now that Jimmy Gunn is in charge over there at DC, he's laying out the whole thing there. Batman 2. I don't know if that's what they're going to call it.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No.
Not Batman.
Not the Batman 2.
The Batman 2. No?
Bat 2 man?
I think it'd be cool if it was called The Batman, and then the number 2. Anyway, 2025 is when that's going to drop, and they also have to recast Superman. Superman Legacy is the working title of the next Superman film for the people who care about that. I think there's a lot of people, because obviously, you know, Henry Cavill was told he was coming even, I think he showed up in like a post-credit scene or something for one of these movies.
For Black
Adam. And then they killed that.
And they said, no, we're not doing that.
They're like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. So I guess at some point the race will be on, much like it was with James Bond, another iconic print and film character, to recast that character. And so they go, oh my God, who's going to, I mean, R-Pats is like the 7th Batman, but who's going to be Superman?
I want Timothy Chalamet.
That was exactly who I thought was Timothy Chalamet.
And I don't want him getting all buff. I want a small, emaciated Superman.
I don't want what they did to Chris Evans before he became Captain America.
No way.
I want him to stay the way he was before he was Captain America.
Because
Timothy Chalamet with that wavy curly hair and that sullen, sallow look I want the whole thing.
Superman's strength doesn't come from his muscles. It comes from the yellow sun.
The
Earth's yellow sun gives him those powers, so he can be a skinny little man and have super.
He'll still be crazy strong
powers. That's
anybody see the
and
movie?
That'd be hilarious.
Anybody see Brightburn?
I did not see that.
That was a kid.
Yeah.
And he had superpowers. Used them for.
That was basically evil Superman. Right?
Evil Superman, but as a kid, yeah. So they don't know who they're going to cast for Superman Legacy, but let the bidding begin. I think I want them to give another look to Nick Cage
as Superman.
He was going to be Superman. They did costume tests when Tim Burton was going to reboot Superman years ago. It's on YouTube. Find it. It's awesome. I think somebody did a documentary on it that you can watch about Tim Burton's Lost Superman, where it was Nicolas Cage in the Superman outfit. But let's revisit that.
Okay, Gary Busey. Hear me out.
I'll do a costume test on Gary Busey.
He's got the build.
I'll allow it.
He's a large guy. He's crazy, but that doesn't, that could help.
But they want to go younger, and who's got a lot of time on his hands now because he just saved us all from having to see his band.
Oh, Brendan Urie.
Yeah. He's not, and then people would never expect that.
Macaulay Culkin. Or is he too old?
He's probably too old. So is Gary Busey.
Yo, I don't know any young celebrities.
Peach is probably about our age, too. Like, he's probably about my age, so I don't know if that would work.
Carrot Top.
What about
Carrot Top's already ripped.
Yeah.
He's not as ripped as he used to be.
He couldn't possibly be. He's getting older, and you don't want to keep doing that until you're 60.
Tyler Posey.
I don't know who that is.
He was from Teen Wolf.
No, I was doing my impression of America.
Okay.
Who?
Tyler Posey.
I got it.
The Tisket and Tasket guy?
Black.
No. Pick any.
I'm Superman.
From Kryptonite. Lex Luthor.
Just pick any TikToker. Any young TikToker. There's a guy.
Delaria.
There's
Bryce
a guy
Hall.
called Turnt Tony, where he gives all of his family weed brownies and stuff, and it's actually very funny.
Is he like Dope Fade Dave down the street?
Maybe. He's got a ton of followers, and he started an OnlyFans, and he's one of those people who makes like $100 million on his OnlyFans.
Turnt Tony, 1.2 million followers on Instagram alone. Hey, he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. Just pick a TikToker. At this point, if they're looking for someone young, the suit does all the work. He doesn't have to be a very good actor.
Yeah. This guy says he's living for a living. And boy, if Bert Kreischer follows him.
I went to college with a guy that looked. I thought this was like my friend. We call him Tex. Oh my God.
Maybe it is.
Is he two with the number?
T-O-O.
Okay.
No, he looks just. I'm gonna send you a picture, and you guys are gonna freak the F out. How close?
I'll be okay. But yeah, this guy's sitting there with a goose.
That's his thing. He has a duck.
His thing is he has a duck.
He has, like a weird pet duck.
I guess you got to have a thing, right? Even it's not enough anymore to be like ripped because everybody on social media is ripped.
Right.
It's not enough to be good looking. People making money are good looking, or they're just weird. That used to be enough.
This guy's got a duck.
Everybody's got to out hook each other, and they go, "What the hell am I going to do? I'm not particularly funny. What am I going to do? Duck." And then there's it's not like a little Pekingese or something. Plenty of ducks. That one dies, you get hungry, whatever. You find a new one. It'll be fine. Turnt Tony is never going to be able to lack for ducks. He's got a duffel bag full of C notes in this one video.
A boob on one where it's a baby going for the nipple, and then it cuts to him.
Well, he's got both of his boobs out.
Yeah.
He's got like.
This is a real lady boob.
It's a weird page. He has like girls that he makes audition for the role of ski mask girl, where they wear a ski mask and they're hot, and he like spits in their mouth and stuff. Like
this guy?
Yes, it's a very strange page.
Makes them audition. Audition!
He does. I'm not
She's
even
like,
kidding.
I was just going to get a coffee. I'm walking by. What? Who are you?
Well, these are girls who want to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh wow, Cody, that looks like the same person.
I was like, oh my gosh, he blew up. How did I not know this? He looks just like him. I was tripping
It might
out.
be.
It's not him. No, I know him. I would know if he was Turnt Tony. But that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
You just said, what if I missed this?
But I didn't. I still follow him on social media, and I have his number. I could text him like, hey, dude, are you Turnt Tony?
Are you Turnt Tony? Is that your merch?
You
Come spit on my mouth t-shirts or whatever? Let me take a break here. If you want to text for anything, 351-9